the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Hey, Pastor Jeff. Well, hello. My question is, if John was at the Transfiguration, then why didn't he write about it in his gospel? Well, this is actually two questions that's built into one. Let's begin with the Transfiguration. It's found in Matthew chapter 17, where Jesus Christ goes obviously on the mount, transfigured, meaning his clothing was brighter than the sun. There is Moses and Elijah at his side. And who is in attendance? That's right, Peter, James, and per the question, John. So the question is, why did John not write about this event in the gospel attributed to his name? Well, there's multiple answers to that question. The first one is this. The Gospel of John only contains 7% of what the other three Gospels contain. In fact, we call Matthew, Mark, and Luke oftentimes the synoptic Gospels. They're telling kind of the same story. And I think one of the primary reasons for that is what we know as the Gospel of John was actually given to us chronologically later in time. In other words, those first three Gospels were some of the earliest circulated ones. The Gospel of John came much later. Why is that important? Because at the end of the Gospel of John, it's very clear. It says that if everything Jesus said or did were written down, not all the libraries in the world could contain it. And here's the important phrase. But these things have been written to you so that you might believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. As you walk through what we know as the Gospel of John, whether there's this incredible prologue at the beginning, the turning of water into wine, Nicodemus, the woman at the well, all these famous stories, you see this evangelistic thrust. You see this thread throughout that humanity is lost and Jesus is the only means of salvation. Why is that important? The story of the Mount of Transfiguration is an incredible story. But at the end of the day, it's not really an evangelistic story per se. And so it makes sense that the Holy Spirit did not inspire John to include that in his gospel, because that would not be an impetus to lead one unto salvation. Great question. If you have one, send it to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.